Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I am Whitney and today I've got a hoarse voice and a really very large, this whole big box is full of patterns, a very large pattern haul of stretch and sew patterns that I want to share with you guys. But before we get into this, okay, hoarse voice, I'm filming this on Sunday on Halloween and we were at a Halloween party last night and there was a karaoke machine and there is nothing that I love more than singing old rock tunes from the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And yes, I had a lot of fun on the karaoke machine. It was, yeah, it was a neighborhood party and it was just a whole lot of fun. Anyway, so I've just got a very hoarse voice today, and that is why I just was singing at the top of my lungs last night for quite an extended period of time. All right, so, okay, today is Halloween. I got this package yesterday and I'm so excited. I've already gone through them all, but wanted to show you guys what I got. So, I think I mentioned it back in, maybe my last video, when the Distashify video on Friday, that I had been following Jessica Nicole, who is Jessica's Try Curious on Instagram, and she had been sewing up some vintage stretch and sew patterns and was so impressed with the instructions and the construction methods, just the way that they did things, and with 80s and 90s clothing being like having a resurgence in just current fashion right now. It had really piqued my interest. So I was doing some research on eBay, seeing if I could find, you know, just some, I'm interested in trying out some of these stretch and sew patterns, and came across a very large lot, 82 patterns, I believe, for a very good price. I think it's $85, so a little over $1 a pattern, and decided to go ahead and grab it because I was working with Distashify at this time and thought, well, what I can do, because it was hard to see all the patterns. They had taken like some pictures, but I couldn't see all 82 patterns. So like, I'm just gonna buy the lot and then pick out what I would like, and then maybe I could do some bundles of these stretch and sew patterns and sell them on Distashify if any of you guys are interested. Yeah, so that's kind of, you know, what I'm thinking. I won't charge much more than what I paid, enough to cover just the pain of of wrapping them up and sending them out. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe charging like patterns of 10 and doing like 20 bucks for 10 patterns. And I will take pictures so you can see exactly which 10 patterns you would be getting in your bundle. So yeah, let me know if that's something that interests you. But yeah, I want to go through all the patterns that I got. And I was also thinking there's I think just maybe one duplicate pattern in here. But you know, there's like, for instance, a lot of skirt patterns, you know, well, I wouldn't do a bundle, you know, I would do a bundle where maybe I just have one skirt pant, you know, pattern in each, you know, so you're not getting, not that it's duplicate patterns, but they're very similar type of patterns. So, you know, I don't need a ton of patterns, but I'd like to pick out a few of these. And yeah, I'm just very excited to try these. So I want to go through these with you real quick, and I've already been jabbing at you for 4 minutes, and it's going to take us forever to get through these. So without further ado, let's go through my pattern haul from Stretch and Sew. I'm trying to think the easiest way to go through this. I'll just grab like a chunk here. Most of these are from the 80s and 90s. There is copyrights on here so I can see where they're from, and a lot of these have store copy written on them, and then a little stamp that says "So Nice and Neatly" from Elkhart, Indiana, which is kind of funny, here in Indiana. So I'm assuming that these all came from a store, and they all seem to have you know, they trace the pattern. So there are, you know, like there's traced pattern pieces that are in here, but the pattern itself is all intact in here. You would just need to trace it with the instructions. So that's really cool. So this is a pleated skirt. It's got 2 views. All of these patterns are meant for the suggested fabric is wovens or knits with 25% or less stretch. So you could do stretch wovens with a lot of these as well, which is kind of cool. So this is the pleated skirt right here. I mean, that's just very on trend, even the midi length that you see now. This is pattern 470. A lot of these are designed by Ann Pearson, so I think she's the one that invented the stretch and sew. That's kind of what I'm gathering from all of this. So there's number 1. Number 2, I'm actually kind of excited about this one. Brief, Hipster, and Bikini Panties. I mean, look at all those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different underwear views on this one, which I think might be a lot of fun to try. So you can see there's a whole bunch of views here. I actually just listened to one of the more recent podcasts for the Everyday Style School, and she was talking about buying underwear for your body shape. And I'm like, well, this would be a fun way to try out the different cuts and stuff to see what I like. There's a few underwear patterns in here. Next we have shapely jackets, which this is just a collarless jacket pattern here. You can make them short sleeve, long sleeves, a crop jacket, longer jacket, but yeah, just like a collarless jacket. This looks very, yeah, 1991, definitely looks 1991. This is just the jacket. This is, there's a lot of stretch pants and skirt patterns. So this one is, which I'm actually very interested to try. So this one has a stirrup pant or almost a legging or a stretch skirt that goes with it. This is 718. And they all have, let's see, a lot of them say, like it's got elastic in the waist, but it says like flat elastic insertion, which I think is kind of interesting. This one's very on trend right now. Ladies and girls tiered skirts. Look at those. That's so on trend right now. And I think you could probably, I mean, you could make that easily with woven fabrics. You know, it just has the elastic there in the waistband. But yeah, so on trend. I mean, not that you couldn't draft one of those yourself, but you know, why not? Oh my gosh, this one is from 1990. Look at this fringe jacket. This is so good. Bomber and fringe jacket. Like these, yes. Look at those. Like those bring back memories. That fringe is fantastic. But that bomber jacket is really cool that this gal's got on. You can even crop it a little bit, play around with it. They come with, have shoulder pads, which is always indicative of the time. Oh, this one is hilarious. This one, I was telling my husband, I was like, oh, look, this is for jams and swim trunks. And if you were a child, this is from 1987, if you were a child of the 80s, I'm sure you owned a pair of jams at some point, but they're basically elastic waist, longer baggy shorts. But it's swim trunks and there's Speedo under, or swimsuits. I was like, oh honey, I can make you Speedos. Just what you always wanted. I have 2 of these patterns, but I do think this is for children's and men's sizes, but for an elastic waisted swim trunk or just even like comfortable short, this actually could be a really good pattern. And again, I've got 2 of those. Okay, this one I'm very interested in. This is from 1993, which is very in right now. This is a jeans pattern. So I'm assuming it's for stretch denim, but I mean, look at that. That's very much like the mom jeans that are in with the straight leg. It hits at the natural, let's see, classic style jeans. It has a fly front, waistband, belt loops, blah, blah, blah. Pant leg is slim fitting and has a hemmed lower edge. But it looks, I mean, that looks very much like what my daughter just bought from American Eagle. I really want to try those out. Then these are pull-on and stirrup pants. There's a lot of pull-on pant patterns that I wanted to play around with and try. And I'm sure you all remember the stirrup pants, but this is yeah, the pull-on and a stirrup. This one looks, these are just shorts, and they are pull-on elastic waisted shorts with a faux, you can do a faux fly. They've got pockets. I mean, I just think these look so, I mean, this gal's golfing in hers, but they just look so comfortable. I feel like those could be an excellent little pair of shorts in the summer. Ooh, these also look interesting. This is the divided skirt and shorts, which I, not too long ago, realized that divided skirt was culottes. This is from 1987. Oh, look at these ladies. But those shorts, aren't those cute? I love those shorts. And the midi ones, like I think that those could definitely, they'd be so easy to make and would definitely be trendy right now. And it's got a few different lengths, like kind of like a pedal pusher. I'd probably do the longer culottes if you wanted to, but there's like a ton of current indie patterns that are very much that style. This is called the Famous Label Pant. I'm not sure what famous label that we are impersonating here, but oh my gosh, this is, let's see, this is 1987. Oh, look at her popped collar with her cardigan, and yes, her pull-on pants. And these look interesting too. These are a tapered leg. They're pull-on, elastic at the waist, has little narrow pleat tucks on there. Those look interesting. This is a pull-on pant with pocket. And I kind of like these. These are cool. Like, look at that curved pocket is really pretty on there. And it is a, well, it looks kind of like a tapered leg. But yeah, you've got a couple of different pocket you've got like a slash pocket, a curved pocket, and then just like an inseam, a side seam pocket. So, you know, depending on what you kind of like, you've got all those options there. These are elegant pants. I love the names on these, which are a pull-on pant as well. And this one, yes, has the smooth elastic finish at the waist. I'm very intrigued to try these, to see what those look like on. This one from 1985, Kimono and Robe. I mean, there's a couple of nightwear patterns in here that look really good. But I mean, a knit or a woven, I mean, you could use a woven. Little robe pattern, that's kind of nice. So it's just a very simple grown-on sleeve, you know, pattern. Although I really like my composed robe I just made, so. This one has been cracking up. My friend Jenny, who I thrift with, loves a good caftan moment, which typically is a summer garment. And look, these are winter caftans. She's gonna lose her mind when she sees this one. Look at this gal with her turtleneck on. I mean, it's like a Snuggie. You could just be all warm and cozied up in front of your fire. I can't wait to show that one to her. She's gonna love that. This one, so this is the slip dress in camisole, and I was just saying I was gonna make a slip, and I was gonna use the Luna Loungewear pattern for the nightgown as a slip, but this one, and it's meant for stretch fabrics, has darts in it, and so I think I might try this one here. So it's just a camisole slip. You can make it a slip dress if you wanted to, because it's got a thicker strap as well as a thinner strap. So that could be a lot of fun to play around with. Oh, men's rugby shirts. I would actually be really interested to try this for myself, because it's a knit rugby shirt, supposed to be oversized, or even like this oversized t-shirt here that he's got on. I think that could be really cool tucked in and kind of androgynous a little bit, but which I have a very large bust. Being androgynous is not really an aesthetic I really go for a lot, or at all really, but I think that this could be fun to play with for me, or even for my son or husband, because I mean, that's a very nice little polo shirt you got going on there. This is ladies and men's sport pants, which they're just a pull-on jogger, really. There's some shorts and then just like a pull-on pant. My son is wanting some nicer pants for Thanksgiving and Christmas that he can wear with like a button-up shirt and like a vest over it. He wears like the real sporty, like a Patagonia vest. He loves those. But he has a very, very, very small waist. In fact, I was looking at one of these and I don't see, oh wait, men's waist. The smallest we've got here, men's waist is a 27 and his waist is like a 25. But I think I could make it work. Anyway, because it's elastic. But I'm trying to figure out a way to do like a pair of corduroy pants or stretch twill that's comfortable for him, but that also looks nice. So I don't know, one of these that I might play around with for him for the upcoming holidays when he needs to be dressed a little nicer. Okay, next, camp shirt and V-neck blouse. I really kind of like that camp shirt that she's got on. My daughter likes a good button-up shirt too, so that could be fun to play with. And the camp shirt is just the collar, so it doesn't have the collar stand. But yeah, that could be a nice one. This one, this jewel neck jacket, I thought would be so fun to do like a kind of a Chanel style jacket, but you could use like a boucle knit if you wanted to and play around with it. I mean, it's just a very simple jacket. And it's got the elastic in the back to help with shaping if you wanted to use that. Princess seams in the back. I think that might be kind of fun. I think that the shaped front dates this a little bit, but if you went with the straighter across, I think it could look like your classic Chanel jacket. This is the blazer cardigan, which are very in once again. This is from, ooh, Throwing them. Don't throw them. This is from 1992. So this is a little blazer cardigan, like a knit blazer, or it could be a cardigan depending on which bells and whistles you choose there. Oh, I liked this one too. Blanket coat. You can do a 3/4 and full length coat. I actually have a coat of my grandmother's that I want to cut up and make into like a blanket coat. Not my grandmother that just passed away, but my grandmother that passed away in 2014, my paternal grandmother. I have some of her old clothes that are just huge. But I, yeah, kind of want to cut it down into something like that, which would be a very simple style. Slim skirts. We've got some pleated skirts here. One has a faux wrap. Patched rugby and flower applique. Now, I don't know that I'd be doing any applique, but I do love the rugbiness of this. I actually really like the inset with the V there. Yeah, I think you could have some fun with the style lines on these. There's just something about that collar. I think that would be really fun to play around with on that one. Saddle shoulder cardigans and pullovers, which a saddle shoulder is similar to a raglan style. It's a little different in the way that it doesn't go to the armpit. It just goes down. Well, you can see. But yeah, that could be fun to mess around with, a cardigan or a top. Men's sport pants, which I feel like we had something similar to this already, just a pull-on pant or shorts. And I thought this was one that I thought might work for him. You know, I could do like a corduroy or something and it would just look like a nice pant, but it would fit his waist and be comfortable. Secret pajamas for him. And here's another straight skirts pattern, you know, just very similar, although on the back it's got this cool option with the buttons on the back that's kind of neat. It's a little different. So many patterns, folks. Okay, next we have more saddle shoulder tops. I haven't made a lot of saddle shoulders, and these are really cool. Like, look at the V-neck that you could kind of mess around with. Zip collar pullovers. Oh my gosh, this one, let's see what's this from. Yes, 87. Look at this gal right here. This is like my childhood that is coming right back. It's so fun. But yeah, like that could be a really cool jacket. You could turn that into something really neat. Next we have some banded sweatshirts, which just appear to be some nice oversized sweatshirts, which are very in right now. And look, you can play with all these different style lines to like do some color blocking or, you know, whatever you wanted to do there. Make it more rugby-ish if you wanted. Action sport shirt. Love the descriptions. This is from 85. Although I really love this pullover right here that this gal is wearing. Look at her in her little beret. I love that. That could be a lot of fun to play around with some like for your like active wear. Color blocked jackets. This is from 1991. I mean, in 1991, you would have had this jacket in nylon and matching pants, right? But I think you could mess around with it and make it very current. Next, we have ladies and men's jogging gear. So this is sweatshirts, sweatpants, and shorts. You've got a whole little athleisure set with this one. And again, all of these shapes are back in style again. This is 1990. And then you've got some more sport jackets. I just think that some of these could be really fun to play with color blocking, because, you know, that's been a real big thing lately, and what a great way to use up some scraps, too. Okay, we're making our way through. All right, easy blouse and pullover. Just some easy tops here. This actually looks really interesting. They're just like some little t-shirts with grown-on sleeves. Oh, this one also. Look at this jean jacket and a vest. There's a vest option. Look at her and her boxy jean jacket. Also, this oversized jean jacket is also very in again. So that would be a fun one to try. This one's just called Big Shirt. But don't you guys remember wearing this stuff over leggings? See, this is circa 1991. You know, this gal's using it as a cover-up up here, but you know, that could be, oversized shirts are very in again. Here's just a standard camp shirt. So you see what I mean? Some of these are very similar. They're not the same patterns, but they're very similar. Oh, salmon river coat. I liked this one too. And look, it looks like it's even made in like a Sherpa or like a teddy bear fabric, which is obviously very in right now. Just a nice simple outdoor jacket. Turtlenecks and Dickies. I have not heard about Dickies in forever, probably since 1992. But look at these like oversized little turtlenecks for the whole family. Or if you have a need for a dickie, you can make yourself a little dickie. Okay, this is the t-shirt collection. This one's got some cool necklines on it. I think that this one, yes, requires shoulder pads. You can remove that shoulder patties. I actually have a video on how to remove shoulder patties from a pattern if you wanted to. But yeah, or you can put them in. Shoulder pads are, once again, in, so whatever you want to do. Another easy sweatshirt pattern. Just, this is a very straightforward, I mean, it's a unisex. It's just one pattern. These are wrap kimonos, so very similar to that robe pattern that I showed you earlier. City tee. Oh, this is city tees with interior shelf bra. I always wanted to be able to wear an interior shelf bra, but there's just, that's just to sleep in. Sure, not to wear out of the house. But these are just some cute t-shirt patterns, and it comes with a little shelf bra. So if you're wearing those like in the summer or whatever, and you don't want to mess with a regular bra, I think that's great if you've got a smaller bust. This one, lady and children's night shirts. This one intrigued me. I love some good pajamas. And I love a good nightgown. This is that same pattern, the jams and swim trunks. That's the one I have two of. I showed you that earlier. This is the lingerie collection. So here's another slip and some camisoles. There's some underwear, a little t-shirt, just, you know, and then like a romper. I mean, who wears the rompers to sleep in? I mean, come on, people. But a cute little set. That's from '86. Oh, I love this one. This is an Empire nightgown. This is very similar to a ready-to-wear nightgown that I had to get rid of just because it had lost all of its stretch. I would make mine shorter, like above the knee, but I really want to recreate this one because I really liked, I mean, I wore that nightgown to death, and it was very similar style lines to that. So I'm very excited about that one. All right, next up we've got polo shirts. So here we have some collared shirts, not collared. These actually really pique my interest for golfing and making some golf wear. We've got a whole bunch of French bikinis. So here is a whole bunch of underwear if you're wanting to try your hand at that. Twin set cardigan and top. So here we've got kind of a boxier cardigan, almost like the grandpa cardigans that are, you know, very in right now, which would be like a lot of fun. This is the simple straight skirts with slits. Sometimes I see some of these, I'm like, oh, I really love the top on that, and it's not even included in the pattern because I think that that's an interesting neckline that this top has, but it's not included in the pattern. These are just more skirts, but it's a very good collection of skirt patterns there. Here we've got culottes and shorts, which obviously are very in. And this looks really cool. So it's elastic waist just in the back of both the shirts or the shorts and the culottes, but it's got pleats on the front. I don't know, that just looks very interesting. It'd be fun to play around with. Leggings and knit skirt. Look at this lady. This lady shows up on a couple of different patterns, and I don't know why she's standing like that. This is from 1990 though, and again, it's just leggings or a knit skirt. A very simple, you know, basic pattern that you would possibly make 100 times. This one's a night shirt and pajama set. This one also kind of piqued my interest. Love a good PJ set. I actually really like this shirt if you were gonna wear it as a normal shirt. Like bib, it's almost like the tuxedo type bib. And this one is got, I mean, someone traced off like all, I don't know what size they've traced off, but they've traced off a lot of it because that one is fat. Okay, this one is tailored vest. This is an older one. This is from $79, 1979. But it's tailored vests, and you've got just a whole bunch of different vests or waistcoats, depending on where you're from. Ooh, I like this one too, this front draped blouse. Isn't that gorgeous? I think that's so pretty. And it gets draped into like this little yoke kind of piece that goes there at the bottom, I think to help you keep it tucked in. Another vest pattern, just your standard vest. So many folks. Easy top and pants. One pattern, many looks. So this is a grown-on sleeve top, and then it's got the pull-on pants and shorts. You could do a lot with that one. Petty pants and half slips. This one, I'm like, it's hard to find slips and slip patterns, but this one is, you do little pants, but you could also, it's a pattern for like a little half slip, which I think might really come in handy, especially if you're making a lot of knit dresses and skirts for the winter and you don't want them to stick to your tights. This one is softly gathered pants and shorts. So you see what I mean? Like a lot of these are like a similar type of garment, like how many elastic waisted pants do you need? But those are cute. They have like a little drawstring on them. These are fabric patched jackets. So you've got some more jackets. Someone has traced off a lot on this. This one's very fat. So many color blocking opportunities here with this one. Again, very trendy right now. Oh yes, we have the Cooks collection here. This is pot holders, placemat, apron. You actually could do a whole Christmas gift with this. Make them all match with this pattern set here. Oven mitts. Got all sorts of stuff here. More saddle shoulders. This is the saddle shoulder jackets. And there are 4 different jackets. It's kind of a bomber style, but with that, this one looks more raglan and less saddle shoulder to me, but they're calling it saddle shoulder. Then you've got, oh, I like this one too. Vest dressing, one pattern, many looks. I love the dress version that this gal has on here. I just think that would be so chic if you had need for a sheath dress, and it'd be fun to fit because it would need to fit, you know, really well. But I do really like that version. Then we have a blazer cardigan here. And someone has traced off all of the pieces on this one too. And it is all stuffed into that pattern. All right, we're almost to the bottom. Okay. Oh, this is pockets and plackets for sweat jackets. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this one, the pockets and plackets in this pattern are designed to be applied to a purchased pullover sweatshirt. You could open it center front, or to a sweatshirt you can make from the pattern included in the envelope. So see, you can hack your own sweatshirts. I've actually seen those sold in shops where it's a, you know, a sweatshirt that's been hacked into a jacket or whatever. This one looks interesting. It's just a ladies and men's tank top. This one is an older one too. I'm not sure from where, but I just think that would be an interesting, like, you know, straightforward classic pattern. This one doesn't, it's like printed off. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. Then we've got some dolman cardigans. If you like a good dolman sleeve, those can make me look larger, but if you are smaller on top, dolmans can be very flattering. And there's the dolman. Ladies and girls baseball jackets. I don't even know what a baseball jacket is. It just looks like, oh, I really like this one. Look at this gal right here. Oh, look at her. I like that one, which I think is just more cropped. That's if you see. Not really cropped, it's just like high-hipped, it's shorter. I like that one though. Or it has the hood. Sweats to go. We got our Bendy Lady on there again. And actually, the neckline that Bendy Lady is wearing is actually kind of cool. With that crossover V-neck application that's there. I think that's cool. Then we've got ladies and girls gored skirts. I mean, it's just a nice little gored skirt. Comes in a few different lengths, ladies, girls. Okay, we've got more pants, pleated stirrup pants and leggings. I don't know that I'm ready for stirrup pants, but I think, I don't know, those pants, the actual leggings, I guess, could be kind of cool. And this one is knit fabric with 25 to 50% stretch. So that one definitely needs a knit fabric. This one also looked cool. This is the tank collection. Look at these tank dresses, and it's got like the racer back or a regular tank. It's got the turtleneck where you can make it as a top or a dress. That just seems to be very on trend right now as well. This one is just a slips pattern. So it's a couple of different like full slips and a half slip. I think that could be very handy and very pretty. Then we've got Oregon rain jackets, pullovers, and vests. I mean, this one, it's kind of for everybody, unisex, but that you could probably get so much bang for your buck on that one. Just because you could make the pullover, the vest, which are all very in. Like, this is the type of vest my son wears over his button-up shirts. Then we've got fleece pants and shorts here, this happy family. And actually, those pants have zippered pockets, which looks kind of cool. Here's the quick tee. It's just a grown-on sleeve t-shirt. This is the set-in sleeve top and sweater. This is an older one too, 1967 actually. But it's a t-shirt, like a long-sleeved or short-sleeved, just your standard t-shirt. It just might be kind of interesting to play around with those. And here's a fitted t-shirt and bodysuit. So you can make these all bodysuits if that is your jam. And then I have another, this is the last one, another t-shirts pattern, which is just a turtleneck, a crew neck shirt, a couple of sleeve lengths. Yeah, standard pattern right there. So there we have it. I think that's all 82 patterns. So that's a big haul. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna go through and pick the ones out that I wanna keep and then bundle some of the other ones up. I'll let you guys know. It might be a while before I get anything up on Destashify, if you're even interested in them, but I am gonna put those up there. I did go through my sewing room and went through my yarn actually the other day and kind of pulled out the stuff that I would like to find to part with, and I think I'm gonna pop that up on Destashify. This may be like a winter project though, like getting things photographed and then put up onto the site. And then I would like to go through my fabric at some point and my patterns and my regular patterns, but just little by little, there's no rush. So anyway, I am just really excited about that website and excited about trying that out more. But that's all I have for today, guys. Just wanted to show you my gigantic stretch and sew pattern haul. And yeah, I'm excited to go through these and sew some of these up and take you all along with me and just try these out and to see how these instructions and construction techniques. I just love learning things from older patterns, especially. You learn some really good tips and tricks. Okay guys, that's all I have for today. I will be back on Friday. I'm not sure what my video is going to be yet on Friday. I'm still sewing up some knit dresses that I want to share with you. I want to do a video on some PJs if that's something you're looking for. I'm going to be doing a gift guide as we get closer. And I'm also going to do a video on some ideas for comfortable holiday wear. Things that you can make up for your, you know, Thanksgiving if you're here in the States, or, you know, your Christmas, Hanukkah, all those kind of winter holidays that are coming up, or even New Year's. If you're, you know, if you're staying home, or even if you are going out, just comfortable things. And I've got a hair on my lipstick for you to make. So that video is going to be coming up at some point here soon as well. So that's all I have. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I will see you guys on Friday, and then again on Sunday for the next part of the Mountain View Jeans sew along. I'm wearing mine today that we're making. They're super comfortable. I'm very happy with them. All right, guys, that's all I have. I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you all again on Friday. Bye.